So I've written a few shopkeeper poems, I guess, and I think the main reason for writing this is to kind of, or write poems about shopkeepers. My parents worked in factories. My dad worked in a concrete factory where he made concrete blocks. My mum worked in a hospital laundry, really difficult, tough jobs. So for them to save up and buy a shop, we bought a shop in Sheffield, so we lived there for about 15 years, was a great achievement. Okay, so you know, for a lot of those kind of migrants who haven't been educated, to kind of have those businesses is probably as good as they can get. Okay, so when I think of like my parents' world, it might be a stereotype, but within that stereotype is a great kind of story of success. Okay, so I want to kind of acknowledge that in some of the poems. In this poem, it's kind of a love poem, a happy love poem. I've tried to write a few happy love poems. This one is about a shopkeeper who's, he's working downstairs. He's recently married to his wife. I imagine she runs a kind of internet and marriage company, but his English isn't very good in the poem. Okay, so he just wants to get up there, have some hanky-panky, spend some time with her. Okay? And in the final section, I imagine they're behind the sweet counter. So I want to establish that as the romantic heartland of my poem. You're always looking for interesting, unusual settings to make the centre ground for, if you're writing. So that's going to be there at the end, behind the shop counter, on that silver stool. So it's called Sing Song. I run just one of my daddy's shops from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And he want me not to have a break. But when nobody in, I do the lock. Because up the stairs is my newly bride. We sharing chapati, we sharing the chutney. After we have made love like rowing through Putney. When I return with my pinny untied, the shoppers always point and cry, "Hey, Singh, where you been? Your lemons are limes, your bananas are plantain. This dirty little floor need a little bit of mop in the first Indian shop on the whole Indian road." Above my head, high heel tap the ground, as my wife on the web is playing with the mouse. When she netting 2 cat on a sea clover site, she booked them for the meat at the G's of a price. My bride, she effing at my mum in all the colours of Punjabi, then stumble like a drunk, making fun of my daddy. My bride, tiny eyes of a gun and the tummy of a teddy. My bride, she have a red crew cut and she wear a tartan sari, a jockey jacket and some pumps on the squeak of the girls that are pinching my sweeties. When I return from the tickle of my bride, the shoppers always point and cry, "Hey, Singh, where you been? The milk is out of date and the bread is always stale. The things you have on offer, you have never got in stock in the worst Indian shop on the whole Indian road." Late in the midnight hour, when you shoppers are wrap up quiet, when the precinct is concrete cool, we come down whispering stairs and sit on my silver stool. From behind the chocolate bars, we stare past the half-price window signs at the beaches of the UK in the brighty moon. From the stool each night she say, "How much do you charge for that moon, baby?" From the stool each night I say, "It's half the cost of you, baby." From the stool each night she say, "How much does that come to, baby?" From the stool each night I say, "Is priceless, baby." Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.